see what Mrs. B's doing. I have asked Jay to come in the boxes. So anybody that says she's a clout chaser, I've asked Jay to come in the box. Right, I have asked Jay to come in the box. Just because I need to go and see if Mrs. B's okay. Right, Millsy, you were in last time. Millsy was in, Chain Reaction was in, Mikey was in. I would like Jay here, please. Katie.
You ask.
It's only because I can hear Mrs. B out there. I just need to make sure she's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll just mute.
No, you don't need to mute because I'm going to go and see if she's okay. So, Mother Glasgow. Who else was in the box? We'll just do that for now. We'll just do that. Who else was in the box? We'll just do that for now. Guys, if you could mute up. Millsy, I believe you were next.
Hi everyone. I hope you're all right, but I just wanted to ask the question what your response was to when Pearl said you were never really our friends in the first place that she said on a live. I just wanted to know how you take that and what your response was, and also for the future, does it not make you think about the difference between having online friends and having real friends and who you should be backing up and not? So I just wanted to know what you thought of Pearl's opinion of saying that you weren't really friends.
I'll answer that and then Jay can answer that because I'm going to check on Mrs. B. It was very fucking hurtful, to be honest with you, because I spoke to Pearl every single day and I was there every single day. I've met Pearl, we made plans for the future, we spoke about holidays, we spoke about going places. So yeah, I find it very hurtful. I am a trusting person, so this is just who I am. But in going forward in the future, I will definitely, when a friend does something wrong, I will definitely always have my honest opinion, like I'm having now. Does that answer your question, Millsy?
Yeah, it does. Just another thing as well. Sorry, just quickly. Were you always kind of scared in some sort of way that you thought Pearl would maybe say something again in the future? Like, did you walk on eggshells a little bit with her, or did you think that she would say something again?
When she'd had a drink, yeah.
Yeah, Jay?
When she'd have a drink? Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I go to bed like early because, well, why not? Because I love sleep. But so when I'd wake up in the morning, when I'd know that Pearl was having a drink, I did dread looking at my phone, I can't lie.
If I can answer on that as well. So there are some people that think that I knew that that was going to be said and that was why I was shouting no. I wasn't. So for the context, it was a great, we were having banter. We were talking about a charity and something switched up. I think maybe Pearl saw something in the comments and it switched up for her. And why I was saying no and shouting no is because I didn't want that to switch up. I didn't know that word was going to be said. Most people know that the last time Pearl said that, I was really clear about what she'd said and how I personally felt about it. And I gave her the benefit of the doubt because there was a lot of work done to try and get her to understand that. Yes, she said that she would still use it in her private life and what have you. I did not know that she was going to say that again. And for me, that was indefensible and over and out. So just so people are clear on that.
I didn't, after the 3 weeks that we've had and the hurt to everybody, I didn't think she'd say it again, and that's being honest. After the hurt and after everything, I didn't think she'd say that word again directed towards the black community. So I'm going to leave Jay and Cockapoo in charge. So I've said my piece now.
Luke, do you want to just give me full mod thing, just in case I need to mute anyone's mic?
Yeah, no problem. I'll do it now. Thank you, Millsy, for coming in. Thank you, darling.
No worries. Can I just jump in quickly because I need to go out?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, thank you. Pearl's in the same age bracket as me. When I was getting brought up this, there was certain words that people used to use back then, right? But it's now 2024. Roll forward. You've been educated. You're not stupid. You know what I mean? She's not uneducated. You know what I mean? And to say that I need educating, racial abuse, there's no excuse. I'm sorry. There's just no excuse for it at all in this day and age. And even back in the day, there's no excuse for racial abuse in any shape or form, whether it be race, creed, colour, religion, sexuality. There's just no excuse for it at all. And that's all I've got to say, really. But yeah, I just want to jump in, and I'm disappointed in it. I followed her as well, and once as a slip of the tongue, her tongue should be cut out now, because she shouldn't have been saying it. Thank you for letting me up.
Thank you for coming in, darling. Thank you, Mother Glasgow.
I need to jump out.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Have a good day.
Hello, Chain Reaction.
Hey guys.
Oh, Mikey, sorry, you're next. Sorry, Mikey.
Oh, sorry.
No, Mikey, go on.
That's all right.
Go on, Mikey, you're fine.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for letting me up, Luke. First, can you hear me?
Yeah.
First of all, Luke, I just want to say big yourself up, man. I just want to cover two things. I won't go into depth about it. I think it's absolutely disgraceful how Pearl was acted for the second time. You know, I understand when friendships come into it, and I know how close all of you are, and I understand that, and I get the backlash that everybody else is getting. I want to talk a little bit about the backlash. I think it's really, really bad that big creators get away with certain things on this app, where little creators like myself with only a 4,000 following will get bananaed for the smallest amount of things. I think that people need to understand that big creators can't control their followers. You know, I know there's a lot of creators that influence their followers to do certain things, but I think in terms of backlash, when Miss Reds gets it, Luke gets it, Jay gets it, Cockapoo gets it, DJ Decor gets it, everyone gets it, and people get it for certain reasons. And I think it's really, really demolishing people's lives. We need to be very careful. The whole racist thing, I think, is an absolute disgrace what Pearl was done for the second time. Ignorance, okay, the first time, but the second time, that was calculated. You know, Cockapoo was in there as well. I don't really know Cockapoo, but I can sit here and say that Cockapoo was saying, Pearl, no, like, you know, so be careful with what we say. Our words are bigger than our actions when you're on TikTok, because it's all about words. In real life, it's your actions, and you see what people do. But on TikTok, it's your words and it's your mouth. I want to go back to what Paige Baby was saying. Big up Paige and Torian, but I have seen homophobic comments in their lives. You know, I live as a gay man, and I want to say that racism and sexuality are two different things. You know, a hate crime is a hate crime. Okay, so if you're homophobic, that's a hate crime. If you're racist, it's called as a hate crime. But racism and sexuality are two different things. You know, race is what you live with. It's your culture, it's what you've been born into. You know, sexuality is completely different. And that's my personal opinion. A lot of people may disagree, but that's what I think. And also, the last thing I want to say is that we have to be very careful with our words, guys. It's 2024, you know. We've obviously seen, I don't want to keep mentioning Pearl's name, you know, because I think it's very, very sad how these friendship groups now have been broken through what Pearl has done. Okay, Pearl yesterday didn't do herself many favours by saying that she's not going to say sorry, she's going to keep saying the word, right? And that obviously now we're going to see over time who sticks with Pearl and who doesn't. But it's not about that, guys. We need to remember friendships were born. You know, people were in people's houses, people were meeting people's children, people's families, holidays were booked, a big massive thing in Grimsby that got whatever, we know what happened there. Now that was not going to be happening. You know, it's sad times for everybody. So from my point of view, I just think we need to be really, 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 really careful with what you say on TikTok. Your words mean a lot. This is not real life. It is real life, you know, because it affects people's personal lives. But when you're talking on TikTok, it's not like in real life where you can watch people's actions. We can't see people's actions. We only go by people's words. And I just want to say to yourself, Luke, I know you've said so many times it's not about you, but it is about you, because that was one of your best friends, you know, and the backlash that you've received, that Jay's received, Cockapoo, Donna, DJ Decor, everybody, threats to kill, in Torian and Paigey as well, you know, it's uncalled for. Be kind, guys. You know, people are unaliving themselves on this app for silly things like this. It's not a silly thing, but for things like this, you know, be kind with your words. That's all I've got to say.
Mikey, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. Give Mikey a follow, please. Thank you, Mikey.
No worries.
I'll let
Take
you-
care, Luke, and
Bye,
pick
Mikey.
yourself up, man. I'll support you. And I just want to say quick before I go, big ups Gracie as well and Luke. You know, the things they do for us little creators, me with my little 4,000 followers, you know, they're always coming in, dropping on me when I'm in battles and stuff. I want to say big up Gracie and big up Luke.
Thank you,
That's it.
Mikey. Gracie's a clout chaser, but thank you, Mikey. Bye. Thank you.
Can I just say something before you move on? So from the first time that this happened, and it was like a stone in the pond, and the ripple went far, and everybody was impacted in some way, right? And this is, you know, some more than others, but everybody was impacted. That for me is the hardest thing in terms of from then to now, to not have understood the impact, because, you know, it was seen, it was understood, it was spoken about, and then for it to happen again, that's spoken about for me.
Yeah, quite right. Cockapoo. Georgia, hello.
Hey, sorry, I'm gonna drop, but I get these comments in my live a lot. I know how to get rid of them, so I just come to say, leave the comments on if you're happy with that, and I'm gonna do loads of things in the settings.
All right. They are actually on.
Yeah, no, I know I come up before, but I just wanted to say, if it happens again, leave it, because I know how to get rid. But hi, everyone in the box, and yeah, share it if you need it again, okay?
Thank you,
Oh,
Georgia.
thanks,
Thank
Georgia.
you. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Guys, you're asking me to comment about hand situation last night. Han, I hope you're all right, but I don't know nothing about the hand situation. I don't know what...
If Han wants to come up and talk about it, then she will.
Yeah, but I've just seen the comments going, are you going to talk about Han? I don't know what you're on about, guys. I wasn't on TikTok last night. Chain reaction. Hello, darling.
Hi Luke, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
There's a few things I've seen around the app basically. I was watching one live and they was afraid to say the word orangutan, and you shouldn't be afraid to say a word. Like if I say I took my kids to the zoo and we saw orangutans, that's absolutely fine to say, everyone. It's the context that you use it in. If you're using it to hurt someone, then obviously don't use it. And for Pearl to use it the first time, get educated on it, obviously didn't work. To say it again, that has hurt many people, and it shouldn't. If I say something wrong and I get told not to say it because it hurts someone, I won't say that again. That's the person I am. So it should never have been done. I feel pain for the people that it is hurting, but yeah, it is the way that things are said. What's the other thing I was going to say? I forgot. I lost my train of thought now. But yeah, anyway, that was like the main thing. You can still say it. Don't be afraid to say a word because you think it's going to upset someone. It's not how you say it. It's what am I trying to say?
the context that you put it in, basically.
Exactly that. I just want to say that, and it is shit. And that's the other thing about people saying that TikTok is just an app. It is an app, you're correct, but when it affects you in your life and your people or yourself, it's more than just an app. The police won't do anything because it is an app. They tell you just to go to TikTok for them to sort it out, but it does affect people and it hurts a lot of people. So just be wary of what you do say. That's all I want to say. And it's nice to be nice. It's 2024, guys. Move on.
Thank you, Chain Reaction. Thank you, darling.
Take care. Thank you very much for the guys. Gifts. Sorry. Bye.
Thank you, darling. Hello, Kimsey. Kimsey, yeah, that's it. Hello, Kimsey, darling.
Hey Luke,
Hello, darling.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
I just wanted to say about what's happened with Pearl. I can't believe it's happened again. I've already watched like everything on the the FYP. I got it's mental. What's going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just very nervous about this, don't worry.
No, don't be nervous. Just say your opinion. You're all right, darling.
Yeah.
You're all right. Just say your
It's
opinion.
just unbelievable.
No, you can say your opinion. Go for it.
Yeah, it's just he's old enough. I don't know how old she is. I don't know, but I'm just saying he's got to learn that he's a racist. You know what I mean? I just wanted to say that.
Like I said, the first time was this is my opinion.
Yeah.
First time was ignorance. The second time was an attack, and
Exactly. Yeah.
they know how I feel. Let's just put it that way. They know.
That's how I feel about it as well, Luke. You know, I always like follow you, and I
know.
always speak to you like on the app and that, and I always respect you, Luke.
I know you do, darling. And
You're the best one here.
thank you for all that. Thank you for coming in.
That's okay.
I always appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you,
Thank
darling.
you, Luke.
Bye. Observer. Hello, Observer.
Hi Luke, how you doing?
I'm all right, darling. You?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm just really kind of upset about the whole situation. You know, I've been watching you guys for quite a long time now. Obviously, I do my screen records and that, but I think one thing that's really kind of struck with me over the weekend is that I've come across a video from about 6 or 7 months ago where Pearl had a totally different take on like racism and stuff, and I was just wondering if I can just share that clip with you.
Yeah, of course you can.
And you know, I can't get my head around what's changed with her. You know, when you listen to the you know, about a minute long that I'm going to play, you know, why she's changed her opinion on racism.
Are you going to play? Are you going to play it now?
Yeah, I will play it now for you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
If you just bear with me.
It's all right, love.
Right, so she was actually calling out somebody else for their racist remark.
Because, no, listen, even I'm backward. And listen, I can't say people's names right or anything, but personally, me myself, like, that was just as bad as, like, Brer Babby. Do you know what I'm saying? You do not make fun of people's cultures, the religion, the colour of the skin, the essence. Listen, but to me, looking from that outside in, that was me.
So I just can't get my head around, you know, what's changed for Pearl, you know, why she has made the comments that she has, you know, within the 6 to 7 months, you know. Luke, I'm just like lost for words. I really am. I liked watching Pearl. She made me laugh, but I just can't get my head around why things have changed. You know, where she could call somebody else out for their racist remarks, but then like 7 months down the line, she's coming out with what she did.
I can't get my head around it, and that's something that only she could answer, darling. That's only she can answer. I really don't know what to say.
Yeah, I didn't know whether to put the video out or not. I was kind of debating about it all over the weekend, but I don't know.
It's your content. That has to be your choice. It's not something we could tell you to. I could never tell someone not to put a video out there. If you want to put that video out there, it's up to you. If you don't want to, it's up to you. I couldn't ever tell anybody what to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. But anyway, thanks, Luke. I just wanted to say that
I really appreciate it. Thank you for having your say.
Yeah, that's okay. I am thinking of all of you, and you know, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing amazing, and yeah, my thoughts go out to everybody involved.
Big love to you. Thank you very much, darling. Thank you for coming in.
Right, cheers, mate. Bye.
Hello, Coyote. Is it Coyote? I don't know. Hello.
Hi, honey.
Hello, darling.
It's just to really, not much different from anyone else has said. It's just that, see, when someone gives you some form of abuse or whatever it is they say, if you explain to them in the situation that that is wrong and they don't learn by that, they don't kind of inform themselves that what they have said is wrong. And I don't feel that she has learnt from it, because if you tell someone that hurt you, don't say that to me, and they repeat that again, that means that they don't feel that you're worthy of being spoken to in any other way. I mean, the fact that they now go on about, well, at the time they went on about Paige and Torian they're always on, they're always talking about racism, they're always talking about this. But because racism now has a big voice on here, it's now heard more. Where Paige and Torian always spoke about it, but now it's just bigger. It's now heard a lot more. And I just kind of feel that she has stuck the middle finger up to all her friends as if to say, I don't care how you feel, I don't care what you think. and it's not acceptable to the black community or to her friends. So she has disrespected so many people in saying that twice, and I don't think she can honestly grasp this. But that's all I came on to say.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, Leash.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm okay. I know,
sure?
I know, Leash. I know you're going to have your say because you were one of the people that came out and defended me and defended Pearl at the time. So I can imagine that you're feeling quite hurt at the moment and quite, yeah. So go on, you can have your say, darling.
Yeah, it's not. Don't ever think that. Like, I'm not. I'll always defend you, but I also always defend what's right and what I believe is right at the time and what I believe in. And at the time, originally, I did believe in myself, and then I did believe in Pearl that it was a misunderstanding and it didn't come around as a racist remark or anything in terms of that. That is a mistake on my behalf, and I take full responsibility of that. And I take full responsibility if I've hurt anybody, upset anybody, if they believe that because of my opinion that it's gone that way. And I also want to apologise if I've hurt Paige Torian in the respect of if me believing Pearl and wanting to stick up for Pearl has put them in that way. But what I'll also state is we need to understand not just people on TikTok, but it's not all that. You can't always go and give people second chances anymore. And what I've realised yesterday and the past couple of weeks is I can't allow my beliefs and also my thoughts and feelings to take accountability of other people's actions. I've got a lot more to say, but I'm a little bit thingy about it all. Maybe another time we can go into it a little bit more detail or anything like that. But again, there's not much more I can say in that. I've been coming in and out. I don't really know how to put it into words, to be quite honest.
Leash, you did amazing, and don't be too harsh. You stood your truth. You said your truth, and we're all disappointed. We're all really disappointed. We're all disappointed. But thank you for coming in, Leash. I'm going to hear from Top Girl now because I've got to get another 8 people in. Thank you, Leash. Thank you, beautiful.
Hi, everyone. I'm not going to go too much in the Pearl situation because I feel like everybody's said what they needed to say. Like, I defended her the first time, but the day after she said she was going to keep saying it again, so I was just like, nah, I'm backing off from you. You've not learned anything from the backlash you got. And then obviously she said it again yesterday, which leopard never changes its spots in my eyes. I just came in to ask, are we going to talk about the Chester thing, because he's your friend as well?
Chester's going to go live and Chester's going to address that himself with Paige. Right, because he already did his live. He already explained it. I wasn't in there.
He said stuff about the black community, but he said something about the Muslims as well. He's inciting hate towards the Muslim community.
What was said about the Muslim community?
About EDL and Lee Rigby, and he's a mod of yours. So are we gonna go over and are you gonna call that ignorance as well now, Luke? Because you're still letting him in your live. You're letting him dictate your comments. So are you gonna pass that off as ignorance as well?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna pass that off as he's a stupid cunt. That's what I'm going to pass that off.
So you're gonna still allow him to carry on being in your life when he's inciting hate on the black community, he's inciting hate on Muslims.
Did he apologise for it, and did he do it again?
I've not seen his apology.
I've seen his apology.
Oh, so can we please show that then? Because are you going to pass that off as ignorance and stupidity then?
I think I'll let Chester talk for himself on his own live, Top Girl. And I will have a think about what you've said. Because I wasn't aware of the Muslim thing. I will have a think about what you said.
It was in the same live, so how have you seen the black comment? But
I wasn't in there, and I was told about it, and I was wasn't told about it. I was sent a screen recording of what he said. It was on Comment Caf actually. It was sent from me from Comment Caf, so I never saw that about Lee Rigby. But like I said, I will address that, and I'll take the appropriate action. Are you happy with that or not?
100%, because as you've said, like, we can all say our point of
Have
view.
you got a screen
but
recording on it? Have you got anything?
all you need to do is search it. You're on TikTok all the time. You're a live creator.
No, I'm
All
not.
you-
I'm
like,
not. I'm not on
you,
TikTok all the
you've got a
time.
second device. You can probably search it now, Luke,
Yeah.
and it'll probably come up. Because as a Muslim, I was really affected by that comment.
I apologise for that, and I will review it all today, and I'll take the appropriate action against him. Is that okay, Top Girl? And I will.
Perfect, thank you.
When I've done that, you will be the first person I message.
Thank you very much.
Thank
and
you.
please can
I'm
you leave the
I've
comments
just
on,
put
because can we
Interest
just
in the search bar and nothing's coming up.
Can you say?
well and Jay, if I find it again, I'll tag you in it, or I'll send it you in your inbox.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, everybody in the comments have seen it, so I don't
Yeah.
understand
Yeah. I'm
how
just trying to find it. That's all.
you've not seen it. I'll tag. Jodie's gonna tag you,
You
as well.
can't. You
Yeah,
can't
tag me.
put Chester's actions on Luke. Yeah, but it's a reflection on me. He's my friend. He's my mod. It's a reflection on me. She is right what she's saying. So guys, let's not. She is right. She's totally right. Thank you, Top.
I'm not gonna take it over anyway. Thank you for that, Luke.
Thank you,
Enjoy.
Top Girl. Bye, darling.
Bye.
Can I just add something to that before you throw us all out the boxes? I would say what this has demonstrated is that we all have to higher our standards. We all have to really think hard about the people around us, the things that they say and do, and we just need to reflect on now, okay, what's the standard that we want to maintain? And when people say or do things that you wouldn't accept if you were sat next to them on the bus, then you sort of have to bring the same energy to it when you see and hear it online. That's my view.
Yeah, you're totally right. Hello, Rain, darling.
Hello, Luke.
Hello, babe.
Gosh, to be fair, like, I didn't speak to her off app or anything, but it's really sad. Even for me, someone that doesn't even know her, it's almost like I want to go. I don't want to believe that is who she is, if that makes any sense. Because I feel like the first time you can let it slide, as in like she didn't know any better, but then the second time it was a direct attack from the mouth towards, she knew exactly what she was doing. And that's what's really hurtful, is there's no getting out of it. You knew exactly what you was doing, and you exactly knew that you was inciting hate against certain individuals, and it was just a really bloody low blow. Like, it's just really sad, because you always try and see the good in people, and when they say things like that, you just think, oh, why do people need to go? We're in 2024, like my mum's white, my dad's black. I was always raised in a house where, like, you accept everybody. Why is this is a situation that we're in still to this day, where we have to keep fighting, and there's ignorant people out there that just don't want to acknowledge such wrongdoing. And like someone said, she could have picked any word, and that's the word that she chose to use in that moment, and that is come from hate. Whether anybody agrees with it or not, you've got a problem. She's got a problem. There's something there that she thinks is okay to racially say something and inspire hate against a whole race. And even with people of colour that support her, like, I've had to unsubscribe because it was just so, even though it wasn't directly said to me, it was so hurtful, because I thought the first time it was genuinely something she didn't realise, whereas now it's definitely something that now I'm thinking, no, actually, you knew the whole time. This is who you are. And that's what's really sad, because it didn't have to be this way. Do you know what I mean?
100%. I know what you mean. 100%.
And then the second thing I wanted to talk about is, I know everybody's like, you know, oh, if like Angie said when she came in, like, are you going to still be friends with her in such and such time? I think that's kind of irrelevant, because people who are still friends with Angie, then should they not be friends with Angie? Because Angie has said some real racist stuff, and I personally don't think fully has learnt from it. I personally think, like when she held like some of her racist lives, even her knife crime lives, she said it's the black community's problem that knife crime is here. So, you know, she has a lot of like a racist mindset. And I don't think she realises that. Even when she was saying like didn't she say something about the Palestinians and stuff? And that was really horrendous.
I don't know whether Luke agrees, but I think what we're talking about today specifically is about Pearl. And yes,
I know, I'm just saying it just because I just don't like that people are kind of have an undertone of hypocrisy. It's almost like the heat's not on.
What she's trying to say.
Do you get what I'm saying?
How can anybody say, "Oh, don't be friends with this person," when there's also other people that have had or
this is what I'm saying,
wrong behaviour, whether it's racist, racist or etc.
It like I said before,
but that's why everybody's coming at Luke for like, oh, you got to still be friends with Luke. I
do agree with Rain, because when Angie, right, we're going to go off subject now, but when Angie turned around and said the transphobia thing, you know, when Pearl said about the toilet and what she said to Mama Kaz, can I just state as well? Can we just state, I don't like keep bringing her into it, but I've seen it in the comments. Can we just say that what CLA said towards Evil Queen was absolutely disgusting? And we know what CLA said towards Evil Queen. Born a man, always a man. And now they're the best of friends. So, you know, if we're going to have the energy about the transphobia, then we have to hold everybody to account.
This is what I'm saying. I just feel like even in this live and where people have come in the box, it seems a bit we're on one rule for one and one rule for somebody else. Like Laura still battled CLA after she said the thing, and Laura said, oh well, you know, she said it in a song.
No, she didn't.
So that makes it right.
She didn't say it in a song, because on that live, no, she didn't.
No, but that's what she said, that she
didn't.
realised. So I'm like, so if you're so pro-race, like fighting racism, it doesn't, I just don't know, make it make sense, because I'm just confused.
Are we also forgetting what Sobriety Jack called Tyrone? Is everybody forgetting that as well? The word. Okay. Are we all forgetting what Sobriety Jack said? What the word that he called Tyrone? There we go.
Luke,
yes,
hands in the box.
Is hand in the box?
I just want to quickly say as well, right? So I think you know, when people are saying, oh, about the word that Pearl's used, right? It's not, and I've seen a few screen recordings from Pearl's live this morning. Pearl, it's not the word, okay? You can say orangutan. You can say it. However, it's who you are describing within that moment. Yeah? You can say, it's not whether you use it every day or not, okay? It's the context of how you've said it and what you're referring to people as. So when you've gone, if you was to say, oh, you're just a pack of wolves, that's a very common thing to say. But the word itself is not the issue.
It's the intent.
You can call your grandchildren that in your private life if that's how that is up to her. You can't tell her whether she should or shouldn't say that to her grandchildren. That is up to her. But know yourself, know how society is and what's right and what's wrong. And it's common sense. I'm sorry, but we've all got common sense. We've all got it. You can't tell me that we haven't. At first, I don't care what anyone says. I thought it was down to ignorance. I thought, well, let's just give her a chance. Everyone deserves to be educated. Let's see the outcome of that. If nothing changes, then, well, we know where we stand. So if someone shows that their behaviour is the same the second time, please don't think that they'll change, because they won't. They've chose to do it again. First time's a mistake. The second time's a choice. Any time after that is definitely a choice. But I'm just saying the word itself is not the issue, because I've heard her say, well, it's just a word. I say it every day. I'm not going to stop saying it. You don't have to stop saying it in your private life. If that's what you want to say or whatever, you do that. That's up to you. That's fine. but it's who you say it to, and you referred to you. You're all a pack of orangutans. That's what you said.
Is Han in the box? Thank you, young boat. Where's Han? Han,
Can I
sorry. Go on, Manic.
I'll drop Luke.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Rain. Rain, I appreciate you. Thank you very much, beautiful.
Just before Manic goes on, Earth Angels has joined. Earth Angels is the lady that was in the boxes with Pearl and myself.
Okay, sorry. Go on. Sorry.
On Saturday.
Earth Angel, sorry, where's Han? Yeah, sorry, Earth Angels, hello.
Hi. It's just really, I actually spoke to Cockapoo about this. We wanted to just come on as a group of people who are trying to do some good. We have obviously been attacked. I'm the one who was actually in the box at the time. Obviously, there's 4 of us that is accessible at the camp. The whole night was something that I could not have even said anything other than it was such a good live up to this point. There had been a couple of people that had sort of tried to incite stuff, and during the night, Cockapoo was with us most of the night. You and Jay were in and out. There was a lot of people coming in and talking about, and we just didn't even take it on. So what you saw was just total shock, absolute total shock. We don't, not even as a group, but just myself as a person, I have mixed race grandchildren. It hurts me. I didn't sleep all Saturday night at the thought of what I'd been witness to. I haven't really come across Pearl only up till recently, and we don't condone it. That's something that I wasn't smirking. I was desperately trying to turn my camera off. I was desperately trying to even get out the box. It was nervous. If anybody had actually been in the live during that night, I was absolutely exhausted from emotion. I'd been crying on and off all night. I definitely wasn't smirking. I mean, you can all say that and you're entitled to your opinions, but I wasn't laughing. I wasn't smirking at all. You're entitled to what you'd think, but the point is you can obviously get that from a small clip. I can guarantee you.
Don't cry, darling.
Let me speak, Rachel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set some context. You've had a great night. You're all in there. There's lots of banter flying backwards and forwards. As Rachel has said, she doesn't really know Pearl that well, right? So Pearl is outrageous at the best of times in a sort of a fun way. And what Pearl then flipped, there was no warning, it flipped. And there are 2 reactions, right? There is the one where you draw drops on the floor, or there's the one where you go, what is this about? And she wasn't laughing at her. It was that response that you have where it's like an oh shit moment. And Rachel and I spoke about it afterwards. So anyone going for her, just...
I don't mind. The comments can be on, because everybody's entitled to their opinion. But what you don't actually realise is, like, literally the stress and everything that comes with what we're trying to do. And we were given a platform to actually use and get our message across. And everything had been so positive up to that point. And it was completely, and if anybody had actually seen the clips before, that she got heated earlier on in the live and she was told to stop. And it was not anything racist or anything then, but she was told to stop. And she was also told to just concentrate on what we were doing. So I actually did tell her to stop.
Yeah.
Because anybody who actually has seen it, the whole concept of it all, it was because we were absolutely having the best live. It was so positive. Anybody who was actually in the live will have realised what we are trying to do. If my face hadn't been on, if my face was like my camera being off like here, I would not have been given any hate. But because I still had my face on and I'm frantically trying to turn the camera off, you're absolutely making assumptions. But also because I was the only one with the camera on,
it's amazing how many people will actually aim that to me. I'll take it. If that's what you think, I can't change people's minds. But I actually think whatever anybody has to say, Earth Angels is only here to do good. And the people behind it are only good people. We have done nothing to actually support or come out and support her. We have actually unfollowed her. I had not had anything to do with her or any of the other girls that are part of Earth Angels before. We have never, ever really come across her. In fact, it was with due for being invited. This is the first time I've met Luke, Cockapoo, Jay, and everybody properly. And they've all come together and brought a community around us that is helping us build something that we want to do good. We want to provide free holidays for children that are either facing life-ending conditions or life-altering conditions. And we want to be able to provide holidays to actually give these families a break and to have some time to actually make memories. There is nothing negative about us. So your assumptions about that it's negative, I have to say, then that's because you want it to be negative and not because you actually want us to be doing something good. There was no, if anybody had sat in the live all night that night, the fact that I had one person donate the amount of 18 tickets paying for, Cockapoo paying for 5 tickets for people who cannot afford to come to the event in September because it's £55 per person. There was several other people.
Jay, can you take over because I've got to go for 10 minutes. I'm sorry.
But you've not given me the mod thing, Luke.
I've tried to, but guys, I'm sorry. I really have to go.
Go on.
Thank you.
It's just.
So, Rachel, I think that coming on today, although obviously it's hard for you, I think that people who are listening to this, who maybe had one point of view, hopefully they'll rethink that and they'll give you the benefit of the doubt, like others have been given the benefit of the doubt, Rachel. And that's the best that you can do. Some people...
That's it. I can't change people's minds, but like I say, my grandchildren are mixed race. Yeah. I've grown up in a community that is incredibly mixed race in an area. We don't even think that way. But also, you know, when it comes to things like conflict and everything, I suffer from PTSD due to the fact that I've been in severe DV to the point that my husband tried to kill me twice. So when conflict happens and aggression, even people shouting around me, it upsets me. I had to have a day where I literally just almost like crumbled yesterday. I didn't sleep till 8:30 in the morning because of it. And the more it's not me that I'm worried about. I'm more worried that anybody would think anything wrong about Earth Angels because I am so passionate and so are the girls behind it. And that's all it is. I would never want anybody to feel uncomfortable, like Han, who's in the box, anybody who's previously in the box. We do not stand with her. Like I say, we have unfollowed her. We will not be, obviously, she won't be coming to the ball. You know, it is literally all we can do, and just to make sure that everybody is aware that this is not anything that we want to be part of.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Thank you.
Can I address something, please?
2 seconds, Janet. I think it was
sure.
Katie next. Katie.
Okay.
If Janet wants to go, she can go. It's okay. I'll wait.
Okay, darling. Go on, Janet.
I just want to talk about Chester. Everything that's being said about Chester this morning. Chester has apologized for what happened a few weeks ago, over and over again. I don't understand where this is coming from again today. Why is something that has been apologized for being brought up again? It's almost to me like it's a witch hunt. You know, what do you want the guy to do? He apologized. He's been on live apologizing to people for the last few weeks. When does it stop? He's not a racist person. He's one of the kindest people I have ever known. He's got the softest heart. He did something. Chester is
lighthearted. It wasn't done to be, what's the word? Ignorant against a race. It was just the moment, and he apologized for it. And like, what does everybody want him to do? That's what I want to know.
So
When
I'm
does
not
it stop?
sure whether, I don't know if anyone can confirm it or not. Han, I'm not sure if you can confirm it, but so did he say about eating the bananas? Then did he say sorry and then come out with the Lee Rigby comment, or was it all in one?
I don't know anything about the Lee Rigby comment. I was there in his live, and I don't even know anything about that. He was eating a banana. I mean, why can't you eat a banana?
No,
because other people at the time were speaking about orangutan and all this stuff. Because the guy is eating a banana, now all of a sudden you can't eat a banana. Like, when does all this stop?
Janet, I think it's the connotations towards it. Like, obviously you have, for example, black football players have bananas thrown at them on the pitch, and it was making a mockery of the whole thing that was going on.
Okay, if you want to take it that way, that's one way to take it. That's fine. But I mean, the guy apologized over and over.
Guys, Jay, can I ask you to go live, and can everyone come to your live? I've got the vet here. I said I had to come off at 11:30. Han, Hannah, darling, I know you want to speak. I'll be back on at 3:30, Hannah. If you could all go over to Jay's live, and you can carry this on, but I really have I've got the vet here. Han, I love you. If you can all go over to Jay's live, I really have to go. I'm so sorry. I'll be back on at 3:30. I'm so sorry, everyone.
All right, I'll go live now.